this is something that you did, I think it would be totally fine for us as a society to like call you a moral monster and to like ostracize you. I think that there are other ways of like incentivizing people into doing virtuous things other than, you know, the law coming down and compelling people into doing things. So sure, there are other ways that we can handle you. I just don't think that legal means would be like an acceptable way.
Yeah, I guess I just, you know, I can't just wrap my head around a view that like allows women to get numerous abortions and take no accountability. So it's just like, it's just.
We see God define what's.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because even though Quine was insightful, he even recommended reading Quine's book called The Web of Beliefs.
He was pretty smart.
Yeah, he was.
It's funny how some of these people, like, they don't have the answer, but they can see the darkness. Like, you know, in Orwell's 1984, he talks about absolutes.
The way that I get around that bullet is I just say that, like, I don't think that me unaliving you is going to, like, make me able to get you off my property any faster. I think I would just as easily be able to knock you unconscious and drag you off the property than I would. The child unalive. So you could make an argument that like there are mechanisms of unaliving that are going to be gentler to like a sentient fetus than others. But, you know, ultimately, you know, this is why.
Yeah, everything good.
My body. I can either get an abortion or I could get like a C-section or something like that. What should I be able to do? Well, you have a right to remove them. And if you can remove them non-lethally, then to remove them lethally would represent a disproportionate use of force. Don't do that. I know that not everybody agrees with my position, but I think I wish just if I could just.
I've been reading into like the, because I think it's a lot.
John Locke, yep.
Yeah, I've been reading into that.
Secure Charlie.
And like from what I understand, it's what the fuck.
Don't swear.
Read some Walter Block too.
Yeah. So,
I mean, again, it's not saying that it's a moral good to do these things. It's really just saying, hey, like the government shouldn't be able to step in the case that you're doing this thing. That's pretty much it.
But why is it okay for the government? Never mind. We'll talk later. Go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely will. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Missy.
All right. See you later, Meatball.
Bye.
Take care.
Enemy expired.
We're losing Charlie. Damn it, we've lost the lead. Taking A.
No,
Enemy
it's
UAV
just moments too late.
All zones lost.
I was going to
Commencing capture operation.
Shoot the inside joke. Damn it. Hey, Misty.
Open the box. That sounds disgusting.
Enemy
Yeah, no.
UAV inbound.
Well, now that you say
Take a
it,
combo underway.
yeah, it does sound disgusting.
Take out that CUAV.
What can I say? I do.
Zone
Let's
C
go.
secure.
Shame on you.
Hey,
it out.
good to see you, Misty. Thaddeus.
Take it B.
What's up? Nice.
The depravity on TikTok.
Yeah.
So what kind of... So
Hostile UAV established overhead.
heirloom watermelons?
Fast, yeah.
How they do?
Well, they do good if you give them the care they need, keep the birds off of them. You know, just all kind of things you have to do to take care of them. You and I always screw the different colored ones and the, old varieties. Like I grow yellow ones, orange ones, red ones, I grow all different kinds.
Enemy UAV inbound.
I like the melons too, like cantaloupes, honeydews,
I love honeydew. I lived on a co-op farm in Vermont, and it was all the way up in the mountains. And one of the things I loved about it was like all the fresh produce and stuff around. Like everything was fresh.
Yeah, I mean, telling you, nothing like, food that just freshly grown and you go out there and pick it yourself and eat it then on the spot. Like, especially leafy greens like salads. Man, the best salad you'll ever have is fresh picked right out of the garden. Bring it inside. Just wipe the dirt off of it. Don't even rinse it off. I mean, if you need to rinse it off, rinse it off. But I'm saying you get more beneficial bacteria from it if you don't, wash it.
Ain't nobody eat no dirty ass salad.
No, I know, but I'm talking about a lot of the bottom leaves are the ones that are dirty. The ones that are up above that are not dirty,
Oh.
And I'm saying, but I'm saying you get a lot of beneficial bacteria when you don't.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm washing my salad.
Hostile watchdog in my sight.
Everybody's got a preference. I'm just saying, if you look into it, there is a lot of beneficial bacteria, especially if you grow organically. But I'm saying, you bring it inside, whatever you choose to do with it inside, however you want to prepare it, and eat it fresh right on the spot. It's so delicious because leafy greens are so soft and fragile that they lose like over 50% of their nutrients within 24 hours after being picked.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I'm talking about especially the ones that are real fragile, real gentle, But that's why really I believe that those are the type of foods that are intended for us to pick and eat. I'm talking about just pick it, eat it, pick it, eat it, It's not really designed to store for later. It was designed for us to pick it and eat it.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Well, I'm going to do a quick restart. I'll be back in 5.
All right, it sounds good.
Go Charlie, locked down. Charlie.
Using snapshot. I think he's thought about his principle survival. I think he's thought about his survival. I think he's about to win. It's one of these things.
Multiple enemy counter UAVs overhead.
I don't know why it's like
Secure C.
But murder is the unforgivable one. So they didn't murder the person and they just found something, found the person started bleeding out. Then I don't think that is an unforgivable crime. They didn't murder the person. But it is.
Enemy CUAV destroyed.
A punishable offense with a guts law. No, we do not support Trump because Trump does not meet the requirements of God's law to be a ruler. And so I didn't know money then. I actually did lies telling Christians not to vote for Trump.
We're good.
I wouldn't be able to call myself a Christian if I supported a man like that.
I'm not good. That was an absolutely terrible game.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Actually, God forgives murder repeatedly. Yes, he does. Because that is the sin portion of it, not the crime portion of it, which we've already said is to be dealt with by man. Unforgivable meaning you cannot pay your way out of or get out of in any sort of way. It has to be with your life.
Yeah, he did forgive David. He forgives Moses. He forgives Solomon. He forgives. God can forgive for the sin of murder. I'm not saying that he can't forgive the sin of murder. What we're saying is that there is consequences here on this earth that you might face for sinning. Because God says that he wants man to punish for the sin, crime, and murder.
Sure, do you want to come up and have a conversation?
Yes, are you open to be up here?
Yeah, I'm 32.
Okay, and are you a Christian?
No.
Okay, what brings you up here?
I'm trying to figure out why you think that your religion should dictate what anybody else has to do.
Yeah, that's because Jesus has all authority in heaven and on earth. So because Jesus is the King and Jesus commands that we go and we should choose to obey everything that God has commanded.
So yeah, you think because your book says something that other people have to follow.
Yep, God's law says that humanity shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out of the mouth of God. That's Deuteronomy 8:3.
You're getting the point of my question.
I think you're understanding the authority of Jesus Christ as he has all authority in heaven and on earth. I obey what he says. So if God says that we are to establish his law, then we are going to establish his law.
His laws aren't laws. The only laws that are laws are the ones that are founded on or created. Well, sort of saying you
And then once we have majority
other laws. All authority has been given to Christ.
by separation of church and state, I told you the still in the best spot in Christianity.
So you're stupid is what you're saying.
That's why we got mayonnaise of heart and souls.
I mean, this is, you know, that's what you think, man.
So,
Pretty much to me, though.
So,
I'm not playing a match where I went like 5-18 and everybody gets no kills. Like, come on.
Well, you know, my parents couldn't afford the good voices, so this is what I got. And it's my life, so TikTok also, you know, requires us to make sure that we're not talking to children under 18. So.
Well, most of the time.
well, I mean, that's what it is. So, you know, 14-year-old.
Yeah, well, my worldview is I believe that they should get capital punishment, so.
Okay, so do you think Trump should get capital punishment?
Yeah. He's found guilty. He's found guilty of being under there, but we don't have God's law established. This is why we should have God's law established.
So I hope one day you find people to get it through your head that fiction bullshit isn't real. Shit isn't real.
Alrighty.
So,
Alright, what's up, man?
I would actually. Or give me 3 verses about abortion that were said by Yeshua ben Joseph.
Yes, we hold to Jesus being God. God gave the law to Moses. Within the law, we see the principle taught that children get equal rights as everyone else.
No,
because of that,
no.
you let me finish talking, baby?
Yeshua ben Yosef.
Yeah.
Give me
We're
one
Jesus.
It is according to
Moses.
Jesus.
You hold to Jesus being God. So then Jesus gave the law to Moses. Within the law, he teaches that to murder an innocent child with malice and forethought is murder. To take the life of an innocent child with malice and forethought is murder.
Okay, would you
Therefore,
like on where God says, smash the babies' heads on the rocks? Would you like that verse?
Domination.
Yeah, that's fine.
Remind the fugitives that actions have
Doesn't change
consequences.
anything. You can go to the
Cover me. Taking the objective.
No,
If it is the inhabitants and the
Objective secured.
infidel
The lead is on.
that you are killing the babies of.
Losing Bravo.
well, he also says to unalive the Israel. He also says to unalive the Israelites in Deuteronomy 13. He also says to unalive the Israelites. The whole
You're falling behind. Standing on.
So it's not just the immigrants out there. It's anybody who brings God's law and according to God's law. So you're mistaken.
Taking C.
Actually, I'm not. Because you just
Actually, you are.
Objective vulnerable. Let's take it off.
Yeah, it's not just the immigrants.
Recon overhead.
You said it's
Maintain
just
current
the. You
posture.
said it's just the immigrants. No, it's anybody who breaks God's law.
UAV in the turn. Have eyes
So,
on.
Losing B.
So it's not just the
We're
immigrant.
winning.
It's also
Keep
the.
it that way.
so
Losing Bravo.
So
UAV mission timeline
abortion
50%
is
expended.
forgivable if God tells you to do so.
Sin
They're taking
for the
C.
sin of abortion is forgivable.
Losing B.
Yes, for
Commencing
the
capture operation.
crime
Taking A.
of abortion. No, that's what we're talking about. The background says unforgivable crime. Right, so
All
the
locations
crime of
secured.
abortion.
Hold your position. We lost Charlie.
UAV available for
Semantics
tasking.
and
Daily authorizing UAV mission.
That's, you know, that's nice
Surveillance
nice
operation.
debates.
Taking
you
B.
don't actually understand the law. You don't actually
Says
understand.
you.
Well, I love Judeo-Christian and reading.
Archangel deleted.
Targeting data.
Well,
Securing Charlie.
I have read the law, which
Locking
the
down
law
Bravo. Charlie
is in
secured.
Hebrew and it is in
Capture
Greek.
request received. UAV
Well,
exiting your
Yes.
Daily authorizing UAV mission.
Yes, Daniel is
We're losing
there.
Alpha. Grenade inbound. Hostile trophy system identified.
It's in
Alpha.
Hebrew. And then you have the Greek stuff too.
No. The Torah is in Aramaic.
Oh, really?
Taking Alpha.
So it was not in ancient Hebrew, to be clear.
Crimson 1 taking the
Underway.
objective.
Aramaic
Securing
is.
Zone A.
It is ancient
They've
Hebrew.
taken the lead.
It's a different, totally different
Zone
language.
Alpha captured.
So,
We've claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
In it. And it also has the ancient Hebrew, two different things.
so
We're losing
in the
Charlie.
Dead Sea Scrolls, you have multiple versions of the same
We lost
book
C.
that disagree with each other.
Taking
by the way,
Bravo underway.
as a biblical scholar, I actually. Well, you can. You're
Just
right.
saying that. You
We've given up the lead.
there be an actually good Dead Sea Scrolls and Dead Sea Scroll watch.
Eyes on Semtex. Sighted RCXD moving out.
Versus what's out of the Bay, what's out of the rules building parts. You have the ability of the Bible. You can watch
Losing A.
Michael Kruger teach on there too,
Assault
so
pack
I
ready.
encourage you to go do that, right?
Charlie's mine.
Discuss the reliability of the scriptures. That's not what I'm doing right.
We lost all zones.
Welcome, Gus. Are you old enough to be up here?
It's literally the same map.
Hostile counter UAV established above.
Are you Christian?
Hostile counter UAV. Engaging.
Religion according to my parents, which
Securing
is
C.
Roman Catholic. I've been banned as Pentecostal. I'm an atheist now.
Okay.
Zone C secure.
So what brings you up here?
They're
Well, my
taking
question
C.
is just
UAV.
that
Got a threat.
drink or whatever for the woman, I think it was it numbers 5 to
Yep.
even
Numbers 5 to 11.
I sterile. So, it doesn't.
taking the
Like,
objective.
what's your thought on that? I don't see a
Just said
murder being abortion in the Bible.
said it sterile.
All right, well, the other guess was written in a different language that wouldn't have the word abortion in it. So it's not going to be verbatim, but the principle of it is what is taught.
We're losing Alpha.
The principle of it is what is taught within God's law. So to deal with we'll first deal with the first 5 that you brought up, and then I'll go into your position on how abortion would fall under a sword.
Taking Bravo underway.
Sure.
Sound good? Alright, so
Bravo is on.
miscarriage in there, so it talks about a barrenness curse. So
Enemies have
for the
destroyed
ending
your
of
assault
the
pack.
verses, down by verse 28,
Losing
it'll
Bravo.
say that that she shall conceive. So that means that she hasn't conceived yet. So she will conceive. So there's no child in there. I think there's a bad translation. Nobody has ever given me more than one. But it's the it's the NIV, and it's a thoughtful translation. It even says that in the NIV. It's a word for word what is called a word for word translation. They're thoughtful. So that's just what the author of the NIV thought.
Authorizing LDBR strike on my grid.
He was mistaken because all the other translations talk about it not being a
Enemy,
miscarriage.
12 o'clock. Recon overhead.
Word was not used there.
Losing Bravo.
So yes, it's not talking about a miscarriage, it's just a barrenness
Taking
curse
Alpha.
that comes about by God. And then
Pretty friendly to begin with. Like, this God is a certified
Driving
child.
RCXD.
The Egyptian kids, the 42 kids with the bears, and then unaliving his own son. It's still schmurder. So
DIG,
this
they're
one
mine.
is like unalive.
According to the law that we have,
No, but
it's not murder.
no, but this is my point about
Securing
the
Alpha.
4,000
Taking the objective.
that are out there, including this one. This one, Joe's family members, like, you talk, I understand about when you think about
They're
this
taking C.
abortion is murder, right? But the
Taking
thing
B.
is, too, if how many are there a year? Just ask
Enemy
me.
flashbang.
How many a year do they have these babies a year in the U.S.?
A lot.
Okay, so let's call it, would you say 1 million? Or
One of
something?
your assault packs has
Sure.
been destroyed.
Yeah,
Let's
Losing
call it
B.
1 million. The point is, if these babies are born, wouldn't you rather
I
have
see you.
than
Yeah,
have the children be
Getting
born and
captured.
then all go to hell? Because that's what
Enemy
God sends
UAV
people if they don't
inbound.
know.
that's not how.
No, that
Your
is how
assault pack has been destroyed.
it
All
does.
zones
So
locked.
if the child
Locking
is
down Bravo.
and they reject this,
RCXD
they're
available.
going to
We
they're
control
going to
zone
hell.
C.
So wouldn't it be better if they just got aborted?
No, sir.
Why is
Pass LDBR against my target.
not though?
Yeah,
RCXD action.
thank you, sir. Maybe you should let me explain.
Please, I'm waiting.
Okay, cool. So that's not how it
We're
works.
losing Charlie.
Because again, we don't just get to pick and choose women in heaven and earth like that. It's mercy and grace. Yeah, it's done by the mercy and grace of God. So again, it doesn't
Taking
matter
us in the
if
sky.
they're in the womb or
Look,
not.
enemy zone. Beginning
See,
capture.
grace is the blood of his son. He
Securing B.
unlived his own son.
Yeah,
Locking down
He's a
all
certified
zones.
child that will never
Zone
sin.
Alpha captured.
sir. Sin
Hostile down.
fully laid down his life.
50%.
Jesus said, when he takes my life, I willfully give it
Zone
up
C
for his
secure.
sheep.
He asked
So
to the
he
cult to be
willfully,
We're losing Alpha.
so he willfully, to fulfill prophecy.
But this is what I mean.
Tactical identity.
Flying on fumes.
Shut
out.
That's just yes, sir.
Taking Bravo underway.
He doesn't
They're
unjustly
taking C.
have
Tally.
There's a just reason.
I'm rolling now.
Yes,
Terminated.
it's great. Would you unalive a child if God told you to today?
No, he wouldn't do that.
He's asking you today to unalive a child. It's like you relationship with God.
It's impossible. No.
Commencing
Taking
capture
Alpha.
operation.
Then God would be a liar.
That's still real all the time.
No, please listen. Yeah,
ask you a
hold on a
question?
second. Yeah, yes, just 1 second.
Enemy
You guys
grenade.
gotta get this.
Threat.
You guys can shut up.
Losing Bravo.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so God does not normally speak to anyone anymore. He's not doing anything.
Losing B.
He didn't really in the first place, but he doesn't do it now.
So can I ask you what gives you the audacity to be able to interpret the Bible when 4,000 other people interpret it differently? What is that?
Yeah, that's because...
We're losing Charlie.
Yeah, so that's because God is able to
Securing
be
Zone
understood
A.
and
Capturing the objective.
Requesting care
nature of
package
Scripture
deployed.
is able to be understood and
But
recognized.
you were right, and everybody else doesn't believe what you believe. Is that correct?
There was an incorrect interpretation, so we are to discover that incorrect interpretation.
How do you know the correct interpretation? That's what I'm curious
Hostile
about.
Through the consistency of
They're
Scripture.
taking C.
So, for example, so consistent throughout the Scripture, it would be the
When
correct.
the Catholics are wrong, the Pentecostals are
We're
wrong,
losing
the
Charlie.
Lutherans are wrong, but you're right.
Yes, because
Locking down Bravo.
Narcissism is
RCXD maneuvering.
insult to God.
You're being
Because
outplayed,
God's the one
Crimson
who's
One. Step it up.
narcissistic, right? He's the basis of narcissism.
Yeah, he created it, though. He created all of this. That's why he's so confused.
yeah, because he creates
Fed this child, a certified child on a library continuously.
Enemy
yeah,
flashbang.
because you are falsely accusing him.
Egypt,
Landing
etc. So
Got
the
our
other
ass kicked. This one's all theirs.
Right? If you argue about the economy, right? I hear that. So, when in history has the Christian faith ever done good for people? When in history has
Yeah. The orphanages that the Christians opened up that the atheists
but
have
all
made.
the children that die of cancer.
yeah,
Atheism, atheism, the past 2,000 years. What? Show me where the Catholic
it's Christian bastards that do it from.
Sure, and we should get punished over about that. So
Oh, you said it doesn't happen in your church.
So what?
Our president
So
claims to be a Christian.
never said so.
Is our president a true Christian?
So no, he's not a true Christian. We have God's word to show that. So he advocates for abortion. So you guys should be all happy for him.
No, it's not happy.
Here's
It's just a
here's the
women's
thing.
choice, you know.
So
But
here's the.
I don't know why you want the kids to
Show me.
because they're going to go to hell.
Hold on. Show me the last 2,000 years what atheism has done to help people versus Christianity.
No, there's
Wait.
there's all sorts of science.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay. For
Wait.
the Abrahamic religion, they have 25 million.
What has atheism done? Yeah, what has atheism
20 million.
What has atheism done? That's 2,000 years.
Atheism. We're talking about your Christianity.
It's even that. For
Clear Christianity was actually more helpful.
no,
Than
promoted slavery.
You mean King
Thank you for
Nazis ruling genocide, Native Americans?
Yeah,
Those are all benefits of Christianity.
they're not.
But we did have
the writings against it.
Deals. H2O. This you just don't unlike people. Like children. As in children. No, that's you.
That's the worldview. You have a worldview to tell people.
Still in the worldview. Even though you're a Christian, you can have a worldview.
You cannot justify why child rape is wrong.
Can you why we believe in a God? Because I can't see any reason to whatsoever.
Yeah. Because without him, you cannot justify your claims.
No, claims will be made, and you're the ones that say that knocked up a virgin.
I've already
Knocked up a virgin. Birthed himself. from 2,000 years ago that are violent.
And they were not also shepherd men.
No. Your religion is violent. You can't deny it.
No, seriously, why would I want to believe in your God? Why on earth would I believe in your God?
Yeah.
So we get
Domination.
this press.
Yeah, thank you.
Green light.
Thank
Go,
you.
go,
Thank
go.
you.
Semtex,
Thank
front.
Hostile Charlie.
Hostile start.
to her by cutting me off.
Moving on enemy. Enemy marksman gone.
Why would I believe in your God?
Yes, the reason why you should believe in
Get down, frag.
because
You're in stepping
this
down.
is the beginning of
Cover me. Taking this objective.
So,
We know
sir.
things will do.
Take a Bravo
thank you,
underway.
sir.
That's what it is, though, bro. You just said it.
We're taking this objective.
This wasn't an ass.
We're marking down Bravo.
Stop.
Yeah.
No.
Working on it.
In that region.
Locked down.
Maybe you should let me answer the questions. Maybe you should let the Christian answer.
Christians, there's some Christian for years.
Tell us anything.
What denomination is Yeah, exactly. Because what you need to worry about is, Lord, I did this. No, that's what you're going to keep concerned about. No. Consider
Take a Bravo underway. Marking down Bravo.
Yeah. You're gonna face the wrath of God.
Securing B.
Don't sweat it. I've got frag.
Supposed to behave to, with the exception they will have done.
Bravo
You're a
gone.
better person than all.
Losing Bravo.
Yeah, but being a better person is he's gonna be a better person.
Requesting recon above.
UAV commencing surveillance operation.
Enemy spring mine. Semtex, front.
You lost me.
Like, Melty, is that who's Melty? Speak, right?
He's an unbeliever.
You're an unbeliever. Who's the girl? And where's she?
Thanks for the well. UAV overflight service.
Operating RCXD.
Yeah, wait, where is she? Oh, you're on the same account. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thing is that, like, hey, God is
Yeah, Zeus will have force on her.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, thank you guys for being up here. Thank you to repent, put your trust
Take a
in
Bravo
Jesus Christ.
underway.
Wow, it's so sad.
They should just get men to the children atheists and then
You just you're evil. You just said that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yep.
That's their world. They like
Marking down Bravo.
No, that's not the way. Oh man.
Hey man, so what brings you up here?
I wanted to talk to
Incoming stun.
that person. I wanted to talk to them. They're lost. They're very lost. And like when they just said that hell's the devil, like,
Shit, man.
Securing B.
but I guess
Mover, front.
well, so like, there is a
Nazir authorizing UAV mission. Take it B.
if the person repents and investigates, genuinely, they can be
Amen.
Yeah, y'all have.
Man, that's so sad that these people.
Eyes on enemy mine.
This thing of abortion, you know.
Take a Bravo underway.
Hostile concussion spotted. TACOM, I need eyes overhead. RCXD maneuvering.
So, is to be dealt with by civil magistrates. Only deals with
Enemy sniper working.
Enemy
12 o'clock. Enemy's using field upgrade.
The consequences in like death sentence.
Cover me. Taking hit objective.
We're flying on cue. UAV returning to time.
According to Jesus, this is well, we live in a fallen, sinful world.
Yeah, it's demonic.
Get a UAV on grid.
Man, that's so sad. Honestly, I wish that they just said how they feel towards God just comes that.
Enemy
But
UAV
they know
inbound.
deep inside, deep inside, if you
Spring
pray
mine.
God,
UAV
God
MTS.
should say this, that, you know, there's somewhere in you that, that's just
Dim.
like, you know
Deploying
that,
RCXD.
you know that, inside,
Take it
and
easy.
here, you know, there's,
Priority tasking request.
I
UAV
think it's
exiting AO.
I don't like. I think what you're trying. I see you guys as playing, and I think it's not like it's things
Took out the
that
sharpshooter.
like
Take it easy.
back up.
Enemy grenade.
Available.
Hostile
There's
zone.
no gray area. It's violation. There's no gray area. That's like there's a bit of gray area when having a slave. You know, in certain scenarios, slave
5 kills.
in certain scenarios. It's not a great issue.
Setting waypoint. Cancel that. TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
When I say it,
UAV commencing surveillance operation.
Well, technically, slavery was a black and not white.
well,
Shut up. Over.
I understand what you're saying. I'm
On my mount.
stance is still the same.
Operating RCXD.
Well, you're sitting down the explanatory power, which is required.
Sit out, buddy. That guy down.
RCXD ready.
They couldn't do that the whole time.
UAV standing by. Over.
Losing B.
Get a UAV on grid.
I think again with the.
Deploying
I
RCXD.
think there should be any sort of the justification is it is
Bravo.
her choice whether she wants to keep the show. And that's my. There's no sort of like I think I have to have a justification.
UAV MTS. Yes.
Just like I just again
Semtex incoming.
Like for your justification there, I was just saying,
Bravo locked.
if you're going to vote to a view, don't you think we should be able to
I did.
I'm playing the long game.
It is my stance still
Target ID.
this the same.
Semtex incoming.
She should have the choice to take her mind.
We're taking this objective.
Take it
See
in.
where you guys are coming from, but my stance is still the same, right?
Yeah.
Requesting recon above.
So what you're saying is that we should this choice from
RCXD maneuvering.
That's right.
Secure B.
Hostile speed cover agent identified.
if you
Don't sweat it. I've got this.
right, you should be able to explain
Bravo done.
this belief.
You're planning on giving up. Do it now.
Crossing Semtex.
Done. Get to work.
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
Steve, they can see us.
Got me eyes in the sky.
like, we should have to give up like
Losing
a lot
Bravo.
of it to like take care of women and children.
Hostile mine deleted.
Excuse me.
TACOM, commence
Yeah,
watchdog
using
helo mission.
in order to
Archangel
you think
present
they should be
fire.
forced to take care of their
Give it up.
I think you should lose your $1.09.
Lost me.
Downfield
Yeah,
I
they
just
chose
thought
the wrong people for the job. My
Head to
bad.
exfil. Don't let him take you alive. Semtex incoming. Hostile shot.
Players had got way better after leaving their team. Back in early 2002,
They're down.
Nick Diego Manchester United he realized that football was a completely different world. So he struggled to build any confidence as he rarely played meaningful minutes. Despite this, he tried to make an impact whenever he got on the pitch. However, the lack of rhythm kept holding him back, while stars like Ruud van Nistelrooy and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stayed far ahead of him in the lineup. But once he moved to a totally different country, everything started to change. You see, in the summer of 2004, Forlan left Manchester United for Villarreal, and this move transformed everything for him as Spain's slower, more technical style finally matched the way he liked to play. So he exploded in his first season with 25 league goals, and he ended up becoming the top goal scorer of all time, stunning anyone who remembered how much he struggled in England. But that was still just the beginning of his transformation. The thing is, Forlan kept getting better, as well as proving he was more than just a one-season wonder. He joined Atletico Madrid a few years later, and he reached an entirely new level, as in 2009 he scored 32 league goals, so he secured another European Golden Boot, showing he had become one of the best strikers in the world, and somehow he went even further during the following year. Since during the 2010 World Cup, Forlan carried Uruguay all the way to the semifinals, and he didn't just score huge goals for them, he won the Golden Balls and the Best Player of the Tournament, leading one of the greatest goals players has ever had on the team. And I post football stories like this one every single day, so if you want that, I'm going to show them to you. Players.
There's a difference between ordinary care.
Hold on, guys. We can't all talk at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just saying that there's a difference between ordinary care and extraordinary care. So, like, sure.
Hold on, Genesis. Sean was talking to him first. Hold on.
I mean,
I was assuming. So is this something that Johnny's hypothetical? Let's just say Johnny didn't want these children. Would it be okay for him to do so?
Wouldn't be. That's what I'm saying. But there's
Genesis. Hold on, bro. Golly.
Asking user, and so adding to Johnny's hypothetical, because you said it referred to like wanting. Right? So let's just say Johnny didn't want his kids, right? But they're biologically his kids. Can he do so? Refrain from like taking care of them and giving them and everything else. Like, can he refrain from doing that even though they're his biological children that he didn't want?
I mean, people go, yeah.
Without Arab imperialism, Egyptians would be Coptic, Moroccans would be Berber, Libya and Algeria would be Amazigh, Syria and Lebanon would be Aramaic-speaking and partly Phoenician, Iraq would be Mesopotamian, Assyrian, Babylonian, Sudan would be Nubian, Tunisia would be Carthaginian, Amazigh, Iran would be Persian, Zoroastrian, Kurdistan would be Median Zoroastrian, Somalia would be Cushitic. Without Arab imperialism, there would be no Palestine movement. The Palestine ideology was only created as a political tool to delegitimize the only sovereign Jewish state. The Arab conquest erased civilizations and destroyed many.
But just the food in the cabin to take care of herself. Okay, what if she discovered after a day of being there that she was cryptically pregnant and she had this baby on the floor? Should she be forced to use her bodily autonomy and pick the baby up and breastfeed it? Or could she just leave it on the floor to unalive?
Again, this is like an extraordinary. This is such a crazy scenario. My entire point in this thing is that I think that you should have choice.
area child. I don't think can you answer the scenarios into my thinking at all.
Using stun.
Because like I just think about this. You're showing that you're not able to answer questions.
I think what he's saying is that there's going to be a difference between ordinary care and
capture
extraordinary
operation.
care.
Bravo zone secure. Losing Bravo.
It wasn't answering.
These guys are acting bad. That's why I'm trying to help them.
He wasn't answering the question. You all were interrupting. I was wanting him to answer. With one just talking past each other.
Don, chill out, dude. You're fucking low tier.
Just slipped.
Eyes on.
Okay.
Enemy appears KIA. Shut out the sharpshooter.
Would you like to retain my position? I'll allow you to.
Take it C. Working this objective.
This is a dodge.
Zone C secure.
I think what you're just trying to say is that
Come on, you're better than that.
Stance, emphasis.
Drawing frag.
Please, user, just answer the question.
Hostile concussion spotted.
Say yes or no. Can the woman? I mean, can the woman let us know always has to be yes or no? You're not willing to participate in the hypothetical. You're just
We're losing Charlie.
Not talking to you yet. Okay. So see other people talking. I'll let anyone else speak. If you're not going to answer questions up here, then why are you even up here?
I literally am. I'm just saying. I can answer the question yes or no to every single one of your questions. Like, that's
just bad faith. The question was a yes or no question.
Just say yes, but there's going to be a difference between ordinary film and extraordinary film.
In this certain area, emphasis.
Understand the scenario. You're actually going to have a side of
Concussion grenade out.
Emphasis.
They're taking all zones.
It's going to be ordinary film, extraordinary care, which pertains to somebody's organs.
Yeah, you're just talking. So
yeah, how's
Assault that. Who needs ammo?
They don't.
it's our candy.
Locking down Charlie.
I just have a question. What do we do ordinary care versus like?
Exactly. That was the question I was trying to ask. This
question. I don't know why you wanted to ask that question.
Now, what is the
difference I was trying to ask?
Wait, just really quick. I just want to know the answer. I hear this a lot. Like, it's a common argument. Well, like, what is the difference?
That's the big difference would just be like the property rights of one's own body. So like, I mean, I don't think it would be intuitive to say that somebody has a right to sustain their life using my own organs. However, it'd be virtuous for me to like, utilize the things which I own to help sustain the life of that person, but not like within my own body.
Driving off the XB.
Hear you sound also. Sorry, that was me covering on my mic, actually. So just to be clear, whether or not it's intuitive to you, I don't know the question. I don't think any question matters unless you're basing your argument on intuition. So regardless of the fact that you're just comparing the difference, you're saying, well, what is we're talking about like using more of your body, like using organs. Here's just like not using your organs. I don't think that really establishes like a physical difference and how it's being used.
Well, I mean, I think like even like when we're looking at like different prescriptions and like we ought do or ought not do. I don't think it would necessarily be morally permissible to force another person to use their bodily resources to sustain the life of another human being. That being like internal organs. That's what I think is like ordinary. Like I'm not obligated.
There's no difference. Like there's no really difference. You're still using your organs. Like if I'm obligated to work, for example, providing my children, I'm still using
my point. Yeah, but you're not being forced anywhere. But yeah, you would be forced to do an obligation. What's the obligation? Go into that. I mean, we can burn it, so then I can give you my argument. They're like more obligation. We can go into parental obligation. I mean, we should just deny parental obligation in its entirety. What do you do parental obligation? You just like name other. Well, it can be contractual too. Let's say I contract that I would take care of a child until they're 18. Or let's just say like we just stipulate that it's I don't think there's going to be a parental obligation between like mother and child. I thought you were asking a question. Instead of burning children, let me ask you just a real quick question. So under your framework, right? You're saying that you're saying that that we can't obligate people using their own bodily organs and stuff like that. You would deem it to be immoral. I was taking seriously. It's going to be like indexed to my like virtues. So I think it'll be virtuous. I'm not asking you what you think it is. I'm asking necessarily to be involved. Is slavery always wrong? Is slavery always wrong? I mean, well, sure. Yeah, I would say that slavery is one of sure. Okay, why is it always wrong? I would just say I can't see a single instance where like slavery is be like virtuous in the aspect. Like you should receive a certain telling you why it's wrong. Just let that it's wrong because I haven't seen any like scenario where slavery was like you're just presuming that there's no scenario. I mean, it's an act of presupposition. It's an act of. I mean, presupposition's wrong. I'm saying just argue like in the case. I could just stipulate there is a case in which it would become virtuous. Sure, but I'm going to acknowledge to say like, sure, it could be the case it's wrong, because it's the case of seeing this thing to be true. Just by the belief. Is everything that you see like just like everything that you see? That's what I'm saying. All found chasing your idea. You're seeing that because you haven't seen something that would be wrong. That's just point to something being wrong. I'm justified sense. You have a real bad habit of just like overtalking because you're not checking it.
Enemy grenade!
Dennis says, let's watch the red. What do you mean?
This is the
not practicing stuff.
What's going on out there? Nice up Joseph's spine.
If Stitch is true.
Okay, Dennis says, okay, Stitch at the end of base. You always claim that nobody's tracking. They don't make your argument. You just say that I'm tracking. You run away like a mother does for this stuff.
Taking this objective.
Are you pull out for calls?
Taking Bravo underway. Alpha secure. Five kills. Grenade incoming. Getting UAV on grid. Operating RCXD.
What age are you first?
Dennis TIA. Think they were just gonna let you walk all over?
Wonderful.
We need to rethink our strategy here.
Anyways, would you like to try and move the argument?
Taking the objective. 116.
Defend my position, like you just let Stitch come up here and talk. like it's like saying that's all the shots text. It's like saying that's like all, like I've seen nothing but like whiteness and stuff. It's not just like that all the whiteness exists.
It does sound very circular.
Domination. Showtime. Capture the objective. Take it out. Zone A secure.
Yes, philosophy does.
Enemy marksman's gone.
Locking down Bravo. Take a Bravo underway. Locking down Bravo. Bravo zone secure. Lead dive. Losing speed. Check out. Deploy counter UAV. Take it C.
Commencing. You're mine.
Losing Bravo. Check off. Get an A-bomb strike on my beacon. Losing speed.
Sending flashbang.
Check off. Authorize LBDR strike. Net call. Napalm strike inbound. Securing B.
Contact down. Armed mobile.
Secure B. Locked down. Losing Bravo. Hostile counter UAV established above.
Take out that CUAV. Counter UAV down.
Take a beat. Come on, you're losing this fight.
Working this objective. Head down, sniper.
They just come up here against them, make a bunch of noise.
Enemy ça désarme le string mine.
Taking Bravo underway. Locking down Bravo. Taking Bravo underway. Net call. Hostile chopper gunner operating. Take it B.
Yeah.
Securing B.
That's crazy.
Sighting in on.
We get the Bachelor and the American.
Chopper gunner
Taking
engaged.
Bravo underway.
So go ahead and read that. What I just posted.
Lock it down,
Is
Bravo.
it true or is it false?
Enemy napalm strike incoming.
What I just did.
This sentence is false.
sentence is false. Yeah, so what you're doing is semantics. So when you say that the sentence is false, I'm saying the sentence itself is false, yes. When you say that it's true that it's false, yeah, it's true. You're speaking to the context of the
Yeah, but when this is
Bravo. Right now, we're talking about two different things.
How is it two different things?
You just need to say whether or not this sentence is false. So this is how I know that you don't understand context, right? So when I say, right, let's say this peanut butter is bad. And we say it's true that it's bad. Another sentence that says, well, no, the peanut butter is not bad, it is good. Okay? And I say, well, this is obviously false. Okay? And then I say, well, yeah, it's a true statement that it is false. Okay? You're speaking to the context of what this sentence is describing.
Sending Semtex.
Okay? You're not saying that it's both true and false at the same time. But yeah, that's why you ran. Goodbye. Fucking weirdo.
Working on it. Hostile ATR in your AO. You gonna let a bunch of company assholes see you? Like that, damn it! Bravo is ours. Losing B.
It's recorded. People can see what you're doing.
Bravo lost.
Working this objective.
Underway.
Sniper's down. Move up.
I don't believe it's bad luck. Just bad aim. Get to
Withdraw, withdraw! They've got us beat!
Eyes on enemy! Hey, this ain't paintball!
Contradiction doesn't mean that this is going to be something that which is true, especially if I can demonstrate to you the performative contradiction which this contradiction is true. There's whole paper, I can send it to you if you like.
Right.
I don't know, but I agree with Stitch. I think in the context in which he was using it.
Mm.
Yeah,
so it can't be the case that like me typing in the comments saying that this sentence is false, and you're like, yeah, it's true that that sentence is false. That wouldn't be a contradiction.